And we are live. I guess we will talk about some OF content creator that did the deeds with 100 guys in a freaking day. So that's crazy. How are you, Miss Sparkle? Miss Sparkle is not among
Oh,
us.
you gotta stop. I gotta go tell the maintenance lady what's wrong with the sink. Okay.
Well, I guess I will ask D-Lord then, because we are live right now. So, D-Lord, how are you today, if you're with us? Wow, that's a rocky start.
Let me mute let me mute. I was doing my own stream waiting for you. So Path of Exile just it starts a map and it goes on for a while, so apologize. Uh
So, D-Lord,
you
how
are
are you?
basically going to cover. Let me just give you an idea. When Arch and I've seen people cover this, Sargon it only took him an hour and 47 minutes. Arch with another person having different conniptions with this particular thing took 3 hours.
Yeah, that's what I told Miss Sparkle backstage. I was like, this is an entire saga, and it will be into several
I'm
episodes.
not gonna. There's no tangent. The problem is, it's not about me. You have to worry about with tangents. It's the fact of the mental imagery she creates and
I'm
how she
sorry.
does this. And there's parts of it that okay, I disagree with the crying. The crying hits her when she realized what she has done.
No, that's not
We
it.
we are not
Rewatch it.
there yet. We are not there
But
No,
yet. We
rewatch
are
it.
still in
She's
the
crying because
intro.
she give each guy 5 minutes. She is not crying about what she did at all. I
that's
think
cool.
people are
Cool.
wanting her to cry about what she did. This, I'm not gonna say
We already
it.
spelled the ending or what? So
She
how
is
No,
are you, Miss?
crying because she gave each guy 5 minutes. I watched the clip 3 times. She is not crying at all about being a hoe. She's
it's
not.
not about. It's not okay. There's a whole idea to it
I think you
that
wish she was crying about that.
no, there's a whole idea to it where God, I don't want to touch on it because this is why when I was gonna do it, like there's the trauma or the great victim mentality that they don't recognize the face. There's the horror you realize what you did.
But she's
Mm,
doing it again. She's doing it
Because she's
again.
broken. Guys,
Okay.
guys, you
we'll get
cannot
to
fix
it.
her.
I
I,
think
I,
I think you want to fix her, don't you, Dragon Man?
No!
We'll do it to
Ew!
no,
fix her
there is no fixing.
too. Anyways, you guys, I think everybody just wishes she felt bad about what she did. I don't think she feels bad at all. Also, she's not the first woman to have done this. In the 80s, a woman did this. I watched on VHS, a VHS tape. There's a show called Real Sex, and they talked about her. Um,
Wow.
and
So
chick in the 80s did it, and she didn't cry afterwards. But that's not why this chick was crying. Watch the clip again. It's not why she was crying. I watched it 3 times because everyone said she was upset because of what she did. She said, I feel bad because I didn't give each guy the amount of time that they deserved, and I told them I'd give them. That's why she's crying.
Wow. Okay,
okay,
so
okay,
I
we
guess now that officially kicks off and start the reaction. So let's bring the thing we are talking about, that model, if we can call it that way, because she's not really ugly, and maybe
No, she's
that's
pretty too.
against
That's a
her.
sad thing. That's a sad thing. She's pretty too. It's like, yeah.
There we go. So full context just before we truly start. This is a documentary. And again, I will place some emphasis. I don't think we will cover the entire thing today because I have limited time. So next week, same day, same hour,
Mhm.
whatever, we will be doing some kind of follow up to this. This is a documentary about Lily Phillips. Yeah, I guess we will start that. I did happen to see parts of it. I didn't see the full thing. I will ask the panel before we start. D Lord, did you watch the entire thing?
Yes, and I've also this further. That's why I have different context on this. It's nothing against it, but yeah, I have watched it, and then I've watched other several people cover it. It's call it a cultural issue potentially.
I like that shit. What about you, Miss Sparkle? I know you heard about the video. Did you watch the entire documentary?
No, I will watch it after we're done. I'll watch it.
Perfect. Well, this is exactly the reaction we are doing today. We
Okay.
are covering that
Okay, then I'm good.
fabulous documentary.
Uh,
And once we are done covering that documentary, we will simply react to other people talking about it because that's even more fun. So let's start off that reaction now.
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
Look at that smile. Oh my. It's I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't know how I could zoom in. I will actually try to zoom in like that. Um is it bigger? Is it bigger? I think it's bigger. Yeah, it's bigger.
she has that
Um
like the what do you call it? Like the good girl face. She's pretty. I don't. It just makes me mad. She's pretty. She doesn't need to do this.
she seems so dead inside. I look at these eyes, they're like, what did I do? Why did I chose that life?
I think you wish.
No, really, I think she's kinda embarrassed. Any thoughts on that, D Lord? Am I crazy?
Uh, I, sorry if you can hear me. Nope. I basically don't see it. It's the face of. I feel like this. Watching this, it's kind of like, how do you feel watching someone destroy themselves potentially? Like, okay, this brings up the broader problem of about cultural shame because how much do people feel it or don't they feel it?
Yeah. I
So
don't think they feel it. Well, except
because there
now.
is the this is why it took Arch a lot longer because you have to have the concept of are you familiar with the concept of okay, do you remember the story like do OF models right do they not realize the internet is forever if they don't realize the
Yeah,
internet is
they don't
It's
realize it.
forever.
do
Some of
you
them don't. I don't think some of them do. Yeah.
like okay but not to get off too side do you like there was like a story during COVID and I brought this up during Arch's stream so the mother during COVID started and she's from like a middle class or upper class area in New York she started OnlyFans the husband's friends found out the kids her son's friends found out about it
Yeah.
teased the kid this
Yeah.
was years ago.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's happened more than once. I think it's because of them promoting their OnlyFans. Of course, everyone's gonna find out them
Do
promoting
you
it.
recall the stories about Madonna years ago, which tried to bar her kids from the internet
No.
to
Why?
not so they wouldn't see her stuff? But
Well, no, that's dumb. But no.
anyways, but that face though, a lot of it is shot very well. There's one really incredibly stupid part in here, but like it's bad. Like I watched people react to it, and then I watched it myself. Like bad.
So I guess I will ask Miss Sparkle. What do you see when you watch that pretty girl with the dead eyes where she is empty and shallow? What do you see?
Um. Uh. Somebody who most likely um who doesn't feel very good about themselves probably, but at the same time, I just don't. I think the money is more important. Money can destroy you. So I think that it's mainly I see uh she's dead in the eyes because she's doing it all for money. Money is the root of all evil. And I don't think she cares about it being permanent because she even says that she'll be go down and known for this. She wants to be known for it. So It's on her. It's her choice,
Um,
you know. And anyways, at least she's getting paid for it. She probably was already doing it in real life. She
do
probably
you
was already
guys
a
do you
slut.
guys
So
remember? Oh, do you know what her? Did you ever hear about the? Do you remember the person who came out years ago? She was like an OF star that she says she's still like the Christian virgin, but she just did OnlyFans, but she was raking in like 100 a month, something like that. Can't think of the
That
name.
is stupidity and power at the same time. I just
Basically,
don't
she claimed to
understand.
be a Christian. She's never done anything sexual, but she was raking in like 100K basically a month, like 15 or 20K a month, something like that, doing OF and requests. So like it, and the problem is some of these people who make buku's amount of money, it's weird. So you gotta understand some of this was staged because I've heard stuff that her mother knows about what she does.
does her dad? Because
I don't know.
Doomer has a good point. I wonder what her relationship with her dad is like, and
I
that's
get
true.
it. Yeah,
I will address that comment since you brought this up. So we will highlight it. I wanna know what her relationship is like with her dad. So I think in this current case, based on what I heard, and now we are still like 4 seconds into that documentary, but here's my reading on what I heard about her story. Her parents are very supportive of that in this. So I do think she is a more special case where the dad is there, but here's the thing. The influence of society on her is might be the reason why she chose that life and why she glorified street walking jobs like that to remain YouTube friendly. But I think this current case is not no daddy or daddy issues. I don't think this current case is one of them. But I will admit that many cases, yes, women turn into that kind of behaviors and jobs, if we can really call that jobs, because of daddy issues. I don't think it's the case here. Any thoughts on that, D Lord?
no, from what I'm seeing is you'll see later on like others who cover have you ever seen the we should probably look into the what is it, the Whatnot podcast or whatever that's called. They always bring on the OnlyFans girls and it's the Christian
Yeah,
guys and the Chad people on the other side kind of thing.
yeah. I know what you're
Supposedly
talking about.
when you see what she banks, like what she gets requested of her, you're like, okay. Like, and I've dealt with a similar situation. Like,
What you've been requested to
no,
do something.
I have covered someone very similar to her.
Oh, okay. You said it
You
weird. It
know
made it
who
sound like you like get
you know
requests to do
who.
sexual things
Like
around here.
no, you're talking about with the Minton Riley
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've heard them describe, oh, if you just do this photo, you talk to me, like do a video of you doing this, I'll toss you $50 or
Like
so.
when she
Like,
got hit in the face.
but you got to understand, right?
Hmm.
These people get requested of stuff. There's a dark side to this.
Yes, they do get requests to
They
horrible shit.
get like requested to do things and they'll get tipped ridiculous amounts of money. They go, oh, all you have to do is this, but you gotta do this. It's like, and they make hand over fist. Like, oh, that's
Depends on it depends. Um, if they agree to it, I guess, and it depends on. I think all the women that make a lot of money, it started when it first started out. I don't think anybody who joins it now makes money at all. That it's a myth about that. All you have to do is show your feet. You can make money on OnlyFans. It's not true. Even Charlie, Penguins Zero, he did it and he didn't get any money either. He said it's not true.
he's a guy.
No, he
Forget.
pretended to be a girl. He pretended to be a girl.
I think you got to have personality and such because what happens with a lot of these types of people, they develop it goes back. This also ties into simp culture. Um, it's the confidence of we talk about. It's not going back to why the manosphere and everything, but a lot of these women, like there's other people, like when you get into it, I just want to lay this out because your stomach will churn, or you're just gonna have to go to a dark place, or not think about what she mentions, and it's kind of like adult stars when they get older, they don't always look back on what they did favorably.
No, that's true. Yeah,
There are
Like,
some of them that glorify it and they're proud of what they did, and
yeah,
I
that's true
don't
too.
get it. They help hurting young girls and boys' mind. It's disgusting.
who is like one a notable? The one that Trump slept with. That one.
Oh yeah,
She's
her. Yeah. I
like
thought she
Tara.
regretted it though. I thought she
Like
regrets being
Tara
that right now.
Reid. I think Tara Reid did, but I forget which.
She's having a kid. You talking about the one that did the rap song?
Don't know. Tara
Okay.
Reid did.
That sounds terrible. But anyway,
Yeah,
I
knows,
guess
It's
I
fine. I'll
guess
be. I'll
we
let you
will
get
move
quiet.
on with
Yeah.
with the documentary because we are like 4 seconds in, and
Yes.
I feel like it's the perfect moment now. So let's just
go.
play it.
Let's go.
The world of adult entertainment is a billion-dollar business.
Can't explain all the feelings
I feel like that's the issue. So many money is poured into it, but we kind of already said that. Any other thoughts, D-Lord, or
Technically, prostitution is the world's oldest profession.
It is true.
And the funny part about it is there's also something else. If you're old enough to remember when women were advertising their premium Snapchats years ago, now you know why.
I did not
Like,
know that.
there was like a bunch of people who would either trade stuff, and this goes back as far as deviant art or like Tumblr, WordPress back in the day. This has always existed roughly online. The problem is you have a destigmatization of it. People just thought it was okay. But like, I just want to lay this groundwork because the idea is a lot of these people have been making money. Even the low ones make quick bucks sometimes.
I don't. Nah, it's not.
But that's the difference. But she did this because she lives in a flat in London. But just you'll see it. It's gonna blow your mind.
perfect. I guess we can keep going with that that part. But I will cut the music because I hopefully YouTube won't recognize the song, but yeah, nice montage or whatever we call it. They're still going on. Still going on. Still going.
You forget they showed Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa roughly. Just wait till the intro's over. They showed Mia Khalifa.
Oh, I guess
I hate
now
that.
it's the start.
Hey! Hi Lily, I'm Josh.
I'm over hugger. How are you?
Okay, nice to meet you. Is it a shoes off house? A shoes
No.
on
My
house?
my computer is dying. I don't know what's going on. It's all glitching. Wow.
So she lives in a very premium brownstone, basically, is what you would call it.
Okay. Well, I wish I could like
Do you
reduce
want me
that
to
thing.
download the video and play it?
I think we will be fine, but try to do so in the meantime. But I think my computer is coming back. My
Your
computer is
screen is frozen.
Your
Yeah.
computer hates you. It always
Yeah.
hates you.
It's frozen, like the movie. Dang, that's fun. That's very fun. So yeah, download it. I think I will mute myself and use my cell phone if it still doesn't freaking work.
Goodness. So
Why?
professional. Professional.
Yeah, I know it's peak content. I know. Computer, please work. and it just it just doesn't want to. So I will mute myself.
Hi, everybody. How are you? He's muted and the screen's frozen, so I hope you're all happy. Oops. No one's even here.
Looks like my computer came back to life.
Okay, it came back.
Okay, it came back to life. Okay, so perfect.
I will download this in case it can't play. So send me the link. It's the one, or I'll look it up.
Yeah, I will send it to you.
How many views does this video have, anyways? Now.
Oh god.
And why does it say I
what?
loved it right there? You guys see? You're in denial. She loved
That's
it. Look at that.
thumbnail.
Look at that face.
That's the thumbnail. Here's the link, the Lord, in the private chat.
Okay.
So
It's
that,
yeah, I'll just download it. It's all fine.
that was a weird 2 minute of
Your stuff
suffering.
froze, so you.
His computer hates him. That's just the way it
It
goes.
happens.
So I guess now you got the link, and I will bring it back to where we were before it all came down that way.
You want
So
me to
it was-
find the timestamp? It goes past.
Oh, yeah, that was the right timestamp, I guess. We made it. We made it. Okay. Computer, please don't die on me again.
This is so stupid.
Hey! Hi, Lily. I'm Josh.
I'm more of a hugger. How
Oh,
are
nice to meet you. Is it a shoes off house? A shoes on
No,
house?
shoes on. Honestly, I've got a dog. It's a total mess. Do you want to go some water?
I would love
It's
glass
a
of
mess.
water.
Wait, I gotta
Can
highlight
can I have a
something.
tea? As a word.
She said it's a mess.
Okay.
So is it because she had 100 guys there, or
No, she hasn't done it yet. It's a month. It's a month before.
She
the
did
guys.
it at Airbnb.
Yeah, and she said it's because her dog. Her dog probably poops everywhere. She's probably not very doesn't clean up her
No,
dog.
maybe it's not picked up.
maybe she doesn't take care of her dog? I don't
No,
know.
she said it's because of her dog. I don't know. That's what she said. I'm just repeating what she said.
There's something horrible that happens in this that you're gonna, if you don't spot it, you're gonna cringe. I gotta point this out.
Why would you do that?
Because it's the Lord. What do you think?
Because
So yeah. So that documentary you said is 1 month prior.
Yeah, she just said it. It just
So-
said it on there 1 month before she did her nasty.
Okay, I guess that's
so
this-
okay. So the person who promoted this, I forget which, they just started filming it 1 month out.
Yeah, that's what you said.
So
That's interesting. And how old is that video? 9 days. So I guess he released the video around the time that madness happened. I guess shoes on. No wonder she is something.
No, I think what it is, you
Chat
depend on
debate.
how much the production goes. So if it was shot during summer, it doesn't mean it was shot at that particular time. So
Yeah. So let's play the rest.
Word, so is that the right terminology? I'm a YouTuber, so I'm a bit red-faced and new to this world. But what is the
people call me anything. Star, escort, OnlyFans girl, anything really. I don't really care. It's not a bother to me.
She
I
she
don't.
says she doesn't care. Do you believe that when she says it?
Maybe now when she's young, but when she's older, she will.
What about you, D Lord?
I would pretty much say, depending on the face when she says it, there's the I put it, best way to say it's you play it off as a joke, there's that little creepy little laugh, or it's you're making yourself comfortable, fooling yourself.
I'm with you on that. I will say she's coping with that reality, and she puts on a facade. She is a character when she's in front of the camera. So like, as much as she says something doesn't mean it's true. A lot of people out there, the moment you place a camera on them, they become someone else.
True.
And I think this is what's going on. I don't think someone that works into that really doesn't care about how people view them. Um, Maybe her case might be different than others, because in a lot of cases, parents they reject their kids when they choose that. And based on what I heard, maybe I'm wrong, but based on what I heard, her parents are very supportive to this.
Well,
They are with her in that journey in some ways.
are
I
they
also
leftist? Is that what's going on? They got to be
yeah
the left.
No,
I heard I
they're
heard
in the UK. So the idea, right, is there would be the perception of, if you're not up until this point, right? Like there's a lot of people who do uh it's yours. It's hard to be like not break, say anything. Light work in the industry. That's the way I'll say it.
yeah
Like uh versus soft versus hardcore
There we go.
kind of.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
good way? I guess
Yeah.
yeah
that's
There we go.
one. That's a
yeah
blunt way.
Like some of them just are in lingerie or just show they don't do the full
And then
blown.
there's a perception, right? Because you don't do hardcore work or more intimate
Mhm.
style, that they aren't judged. They go like, "Well,
Oh, they're judged.
I don't do this. I
I
just do
know.
pictures." Ugh, no, but that this brings up because she highlighted a large culture. Like her parents are like, "Well, maybe you don't go out and meet people. It's a different." But anyways, you go.
Well, at least she's get paid for the one night stands. I guess gotta give her that.
I gotta say, what I heard is her mom is also doing her finance linked to that. So that's why I think her
Cool.
parents are very supportive. So maybe
She probably gives
she's
them money.
yeah, maybe she is the aberration. Maybe she is like the one girl that's not like the other girl,
The
but
exception to the rule.
yeah, like in general, I think when you chose that line of work, when you chose that life, it's because you really wanted the money, and
Yeah.
it can have a toll on you. And maybe you will deny it. Maybe you will try to cope by saying, "No, I don't care," but you do care, because if you didn't really care, you wouldn't mention it. You wouldn't even
I
think
thought he
about it.
asked her.
Yeah,
See,
but
he's coming in. If I look at his channel, right, just about to do whatever, he does what documentaries. What does he mainly do?
I have no clue.
He does. It looks like weird little bits, like strange, like little bits ish. This was his like first, like 7 minutes named my quail kind of thing. The guest influencer stuff. It's
Yeah,
kind of like, but this was his really really big one that was like hours. So like the thing is, you gotta at some point have self awareness, because there's this question of how self aware are these chicks or women in the short term. They know from the era. Someone brought up the Tumblr women and the 4chan women years ago, nanners and those type people. They did this. Now, they cleaned up their image years later. If you look up Nanners, she'll try to say she never did this. Not like this style stuff, but if you knew what Nanners did back in the day, you're
The
like,
internet never forgets, though.
the internet never forgot. And like, it stays there, even if it happened on 4chan. But when someone says they don't care, the problem is for production value, you'll see a little bit. Just watch her body language. That's why there's that moment we disagreed with what happened. So
yeah, yeah. And I think that's the kind of things we care about. Even if we will lie about it, we care about that. Again, what I say is, if you don't care, you wouldn't think or talk about it. She wouldn't have an answer if she didn't care. That's what I think would have happened. she would be like caught off guard. But the simple fact that she already had her response ready after he asked her the question means she thought about it. So she does care because she thought. So I
I thought
guess
he
she
asked
will
her a
play.
question. I thought he asked her if she.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she
Oh.
already had her answer because she had seen it coming because she's thinking about it. Um, so I guess we will play.
Don't drink tea.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No, so this is probably going to taste like shit because I don't really know how to make it, but just good for one thing, me, honestly.
Having been involved in the world of YouTube content creation for 10 years, I've witnessed some extreme measures taken in order to achieve online fame.
That's a nice point. Online fame and did she say that's the only thing she could do right or some shit like that? Did I misheard? Should I
Oh,
go
by
back?
the no, I don't know. I'll go back and think. Here's a funny thing. By the way, it's funny how you pause it. Did you realize Avocado basically did this as a scam? He just recorded all these videos over 2 years, and he's really lost all that weight. He basically said, "Haha, joke's on you guys."
I thought he didn't lose all the weight. I thought there was a video saying he did. He did lose the weight, or he didn't.
Yeah, he came out finally. Did you not hear like a couple of months back? All these food binging videos he did, he gained the weight. And then he's like, well, guys, I just recorded enough videos and I just released them for years. And I go, this is the real me. Yeah.
Okay, and people are angry. So
People, I don't know, were angry. And it's like, this was part of our thing. That's the funny story on this one guy. And that's like,
No, there's a video out recently where he said, "You guys really believed I lost the weight? You guys are idiots. You didn't know that?"
No, he said that only to keep his fan base on because his fan base likes him fat. I don't know.
Okay, who
That's
knows?
a tangent I don't want to get into, but
There
I
he is
feel
right
like
there. Why
that's
is he right there?
yeah. Let's just play it. That's disgusting. I will throw up somewhere. I don't know.
As well as taking some extreme measures of my own, but none quite as extreme as the stunt I came across which inspired this documentary. Lily,
I gotta say that, like, even on the blue pill, I don't see any man being able to pull up that thing there. Let's just be honest.
I want you to imagine, watch his facial expressions later on, and you will see how either black pilled or blue pilled or in horror, like a Vietnam experience he has.
Why is the dog there?
That's a weird looking dog.
It doesn't seem healthy, and I wish I could zoom in or see like if it's a true
Her dog is her best
smile.
friend.
Her only friend, probably.
Is it really a
White
true
girls,
smile?
white girl.
No, don't you dare!
Oh my! No,
Check out
no,
the song
no!
by Rusty King.
Let's
I
not
sent
get it
most
there.
of the
Let's
song.
not get it there.
I sent
No,
most of the song.
no,
Did you listen to it? I
No.
sent it to you.
no!
Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old OnlyFans star.
23-year-old. That's the most disgusting thing. She is so young and stupid. Like, man, if a woman see that, I hope she doesn't take her as an example, a paragon of something. It's so sad. Why society is falling like that? That's disgusting. And the
living in
comment on
London,
the
who
chat
described
is golden.
herself as an English was
Oh,
planning on
gosh, see,
hosting
that
an
says the thing
event
about
where
her.
she would
She
sleep with
uses such
100
foul
of her
language,
fans
man.
in a single day.
How did you get into doing this for a career?
Well, stop.
It's so disgusting calling that a carrier. What does she bring to society? More loneliness, more divide. Yes, she got money. Cool.
Okay,
But
let me
what
play
does she
devil.
bring to
Let
society?
me bring the devil advocate point in, and this is something I deal with LG on my channel. Right, if you ever see him, he DJs at a strip club. Right, he DJs at a strip club, but a lot of the women that work there, like he interviewed one for his channel. She's like the third generation that's either done
I don't
it.
think strippers are as bad as
Like,
Yeah, they're not
they're
as bad. They are bad, but they're not as bad. You're right.
there's the thing. Even when I talk to Renown, we have the different takes on the people who do the spicy work. It's there's that point of where you are walking the streets, or versus you're doing it. What's the movie, the series with the one that played the girl who played Tyler Rose, that she played the girlfriend experience? Yes.
I don't know. I don't know why you're watching these kind of shows. So
Me neither.
She
But that's
paid.
funny because you bring girlfriend experience. I did end up watching Nora, a movie about a streetwalker that basically marries a rich Russian boy.
Pretty
And
Woman. Oh wait, no.
yeah,
Okay,
no,
is
no,
that-
that's Nora. That's the more recent one. And that movie was showing how much trauma affected Nora, the main character, and why she chose that life. So
okay.
So the
it's
movie
kind of
was
sad.
sorry, the movie that I think the series was called The Girlfriend Experience. All I remember was that the person who was Rose Tyler in Doctor Who, and she does she's not quite a streetwalker, but she's an escort. So yeah, we did you don't.
Yeah.
So the idea
You watch the weirdest shows. I don't understand you. You won't watch.
I have not watched it. I've only heard of it because I don't
Mm.
watch it's that. But here's the thing: if you have
Sure.
these people, there's these people. It became like, and remember what I said: people who believe they just do soft core stuff versus hardcore. There's recently a controversy in Magic the Gathering. They got an influencer woman who is famous for doing OnlyFans. They brought her into the Commander Rules Committee. But people looked at her Twitter and realized she does OnlyFans. Wizards and Hasbro had to put out a statement. We don't endorse this, and we said, say sex work is real sex is actually a line of profession. And just so you understand, people, this type of career follows people.
I don't consider like anything linked to lust like that as being a carrier. It's not a carrier. You don't bring anything to society. You just help destroying it and making people like more lonely. You don't contribute.
Do you think she's part of that? Like, do you think that she messages to each individual dude on their own and gives them false hope? Those are the hoes that bother me the most.
I think she genuinely lies to herself in a way where she thought she was doing it for the fun, but she was doing it for herself. But like parts of her would like to make herself the hero there.
Well, no, what I mean is part of the issue with OnlyFans is the interaction that you can have with the women who do it. They can you can talk to them, message them back and forth, and that's where the loneliness comes in. That's the false hope that these women give these men sometimes. Do you think she does that?
Yeah, she did it by sleeping with 100 guys. Like she based on what I heard, she also selected these guys because they were only fan followers.
Followers. Okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know how much.
So supposedly,
true,
right? She basically. So the idea, right, is she tries to be professional about it, because there's a part when you actually get into it, she'll take requests. So just you'll see it. There's going to be parts that's going to make people cringe. So yeah. There's and I'm not going to bear in mind this wasn't the documentary for the faint. There's a reason why Sargon took an hour and 47. Arch took 3 hours to respond to this because he had to stop, and it's the sheer brain aneurysm. So you take care, just play it. It'll be the idea. That's why I'm trying to lay out she knows what she's doing. She's selling it's kind of like, we'll move on after this. I'll say this. There is a thing in Asia about men who are lonely. And there's a manga about this too. Rental Girlfriend. There's a whole industry where they pay women to act like girlfriends to them or stuff like that. No, I think Arch was in horror. So, yes. But anyways.
Deb
So-
wasn't there, was he?
That's
No.
my statement. It's not a carrier. It's disgusting, and that's destroying and not building society. And the carrier should build society. Okay, let's move on.
I
Started
like
when
the
I
way
was
you
at
say career.
university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university and I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being
A little
Like,
bit.
I was just being at university. Like I was just sleeping around with everyone.
But I feel like I know of a lot of girls who have done that at university, but then haven't gone on to become OnlyFans stars.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I just was like already very, not proud, like very just okay with doing that. Like I've just always had quite like a sexual nature.
I think that goes back to her parents being with her and pushing her into doing that, and her desire for money.
There's also the thing. Did you see in that montage with her doing premium Snapchats? Yeah.
I didn't. But
There's
that's
a thing of Snapchats in there that she showed off that she's done.
wow.
Yeah. So, again, I only know of this because I've either dealt with people or just the sphere
Sure,
of
okay.
cursed. I live in the cursed end of the internet where I learn about things.
He has a thing for mint salad. He just won't admit it.
No, that's a thing for you. But
I love you. I'm kidding. He doesn't. He doesn't. His enemy is like connected to mint salad. Mint
they're
salad
not
does some
enemies,
nasty
but
stuff. You're not.
no,
Oh,
but
they're
the
not enemies
idea,
anymore.
right?
Never
So
mind,
the
I forgot they
idea,
made up.
right? Women used to trade this upon Deviant Art, Tumblr, and other stuff. She was actually doing the premium Snapchat thing.
Yeah.
I never even
Well,
heard of the premium chat
Me
thing.
neither. So let's just play it and see what she says next.
Yeah.
I just thought I might just make like a couple £100, can get a few rounds of drinks in, stuff like that. Just helps me out a little bit while I'm at university.
Sure.
I didn't think it would turn into like my whole career, but I think as soon as I
ate that goddamn word linked to it. Thank you. The direction.
started on the platform, I kind of realized, I guess, how much money you can make and also just how much I loved it. I was just like, why?
Ow. This baffles my mind.
You know, and I'm going to tie this in if we ever cover Andrew Tate. Do you know how Andrew Tate became famous? Got my money?
Oh,
selling chicks for
okay, I think I know where
the
you're
sex
going
trade.
with this. Yeah.
He ran a gambling. Basically, he's been linked to the underworld, right, so to speak, like underworld activities. He was actually doing campsites.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Wow.
that's why he's in trouble.
No shit.
It's called the boyfriend scam or
Romeo,
something.
like, he would bring them over. He would have the girls do things.
They become
like,
dependent on him, and they have
it's
to
like
do it.
phone sex lines back in the day. They would do that, but like they do it with cam girl business.
And I gotta say, like, I will ask the panel right now. Do you genuinely think someone can like sharing intimacy like that online? Do you genuinely think someone can truly believe and it's more than just cope mechanism and bullshit?
Do I believe people fool themselves? It's a real reality, or it's a way of doing things? Yes, because there is two kinds of human nature. You got the people who abstain themselves, or abstinent people who go, "Oh, I'm a celestial person. I never look this
Celestial?
stuff up."
That's a
Person.
girl.
They never
I manifest things.
they do these things where they think they're these pure snowflakes. They never do anything. That's always why you find Christians always have the weirdest kinks in a closet. Like,
Okay.
there, and then you have the other
Don't
end
go
of the
too far with the tangent, okay?
So then
Okay,
you
but
have
wait,
the
I want to
other
say
end-
something real fast.
Then you have the other end of the spectrum where people fully to embrace it and they go too down the deviant path. Then you got the people who walk the middle, know this. It's like gray. Does that make sense?
Yes, but what
So-
about the men? Would you guys judge a man if a man did this 100 women in one day? Would you guys judge him?
Yeah, but I don't think he can physically but yes, I would.
Because I say this, I preference this because she's trying to say, well, I don't do this, but I got pressured into it. There's an adrenaline rush.
She didn't say that. She didn't say she got pressured into it. Why'd she say that?
No, you say either you felt pressured into it because
Oh,
you
okay.
needed the money, or
Oh, yeah, that's true.
it
Yeah.
was something to do a quick buck, or the idea. And before people think, women, we Western society, we do think of women as more special. Men are built to be mostly monogamous, so people who are
Men aren't built to
usually,
be monogamous. In what world?
if they're in a
Well, it's more
relationship,
like because they don't want to raise another man's child. I think that's
it's
what
separate.
the Lord
Because
tries
here's
to
the
say.
concept. The
Yeah.
reason why a lot of people who are like her, she probably took this line and
In fake history class.
basically she thinks like, I'm
There's a
not
lot of
going
porn
to.
stars that say the same thing. She's saying that they
She's
like
not
it.
going. She goes, I'm not going to do this eventually. Then I'm going to do this. And then the idea pops into her head. They go, oh, do you want to get paid for this? Oh, I know you're doing softcore stuff, right? But if you do this, it pays, right? But there's that temptation. Corruption is a
Depends on
force.
who.
Corruption does not care about your moral alignment.
Yeah, that's true.
You can move on. That's a very thing to remember. Corruption does not care. Corruption can even corrupt evil.
Okay, let's unpause it because this pauses. She looks weird on this pause. Let's unpause it.
Yeah. Like I feel like she already has something in her mouth or something.
Why am I doing a whole degree? Last week I was like
Another useless degree, I guess.
23 guys all at once, and like some people would be like
23 guys
saying,
already
"I'm
at
actually paid
once?
to do that."
What do
And
you
I'm like,
mean?
no, that's
That's nasty.
She's already
Thank
done
her
it.
for
I thought this was like the
asking.
first time. I didn't know she already did 23.
No, that wasn't. That's never the first time. You don't start from 0 to like 200 like that.
No, I meant not. No, I meant like one guy every one, like for videos. I didn't know she already did 23. Her vag has got to be freaking like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. What the hell?
What do you think? She has a street walk here. They are like
Well,
that.
you don't have to walk the streets anymore. Now you just go online.
just fun to me.
Would you call yourself a businesswoman?
I don't know about that.
No, she's
People
not.
would give me a
Why?
bit of stick if I said I was a businesswoman, but
Why that question? Like the sole fact that someone would consider that to be even a question: is she a businesswoman? Okay, she brings money, but like in my books, a businesswoman or a businessman contribute to society to some extent.
Well, there was a big porn star back in the day who was considered a businesswoman because she did porn and then she made her own porn company and everything. But she ended up doing reality TV. I wish I could remember her name. It was like Jenna or something like that.
Jenna
That
Jameson?
one is actually more of a
No.
businesswoman, actually, because she started something new outside of just selling her body, like
she made a
whatever
company and
Phillips
stuff.
is.
But then she went on a reality show and she started regretting it on VH1. She was on, and she talked about how she regretted it, how her dad was involved, how she was molested by her dad, how was why she did it. So I do think they all. And she used to say back in the day when I can't remember her name. I know it's like Jenny or Jenna or something.
Jenna
She said
Jameson?
no. Oh, maybe. Is she big deal? Was she big deal? She was really popular.
Yeah.
Then she eventually said that she was like she hated it. I'm gonna look up. She hated herself for even doing it, but they called her a businesswoman back in the day.
Well, she started an entire true business where she probably hired people, and I think that's the big line between that chicks there that get ran through by like 100 men's and the other one you mentioned. Maybe she has a very limited staff, but like it's not hundreds of employees that rely on her. It's just like
yeah.
her and like her cameraman if she has any. But
She
yeah,
as a cameraman. Yeah.
I guess definitely business minded.
I would call you a businesswoman.
Thanks. A lot more people would use the word just.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I literally, I've never really cared what people think. It doesn't really bother me. I have such a supportive like family and friends, and what they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about me.
They're not gonna tell you what they really think about you.
Come on in. Hi.
Hey, I'm Josh.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So tall, isn't it?
Is your PA?
Okay, so I gotta say, her face is blurry of that new coming person. Why is that? D-Lord, why do you think that person got her face blurred?
Dude, they don't want their face on camera.
But why? That's my question. But why?
Is that her agent? Go back. Is it her agent? Back 5 seconds.
Probably.
If it's her agent, let me look. If it's her agent, right? There's a woman that's around. She just doesn't want.
It is Jenna Jameson. Sorry, it is Jenna Jameson. You're right.
I replay it.
What they think about me is so much more important than what strangers think about me.
So it's her.
Yeah, I think that's her agent.
Come on in. Hi.
There's a
Hey,
part
I'm
if it's
Josh.
her. Yes, that's like they'll blur it out enough. They don't want her to be there. It's kind of like, yeah, do you consent to be on camera? Sure, but do you want your face blurred out? So
This is her manager.
it's like our manager. Yes.
Her manager's embarrassed of ever being on. No kidding.
Yeah, like I think someone that blurs their face stuff like that knows there's something wrong with the business they're into or the industry they're into. She doesn't want to be affiliated to this shit because she knows that arms young woman. I think that's the best explanation to this shit. So yeah, because being around this woman is shameful enough. Facts. You don't want to be known as that person that know that you know.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Why do you need a manager for this type of stuff?
I don't know, to be honest. To pretend you matter.
Okay.
That these are amazing timestamp I'm making right now. Blurry face right now. Okay, let's play the rest.
Is your PA?
Yes, yeah.
So how many people are there in Team Lily?
8, 9?
There's 9.
I don't know. Yeah, quite a.
I like that
Yeah,
look
no,
on his
no,
face.
9 payroll members of
Yeah,
staff.
yeah.
You are a businesswoman.
That look, that's not the first look. You will see the look on his face where it's you have a staff of 9 people. Oh, that's just.
They're all involved.
And that's not his first moment of like, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
Well, actually, 9 people. Maybe she's actually a businesswoman. I will be honest. Like, I came to
9
realization she's a businesswoman, a bad one, because she's disgusting and she contributes to destroy the world. But hey, I guess she is indeed a businesswoman. That's my conclusion. But hey,
Small business person.
How did you get? How did you get convinced that now she's a businesswoman?
Okay, you don't want to be like Tyson.
Yeah,
you don't want to be like Tyson, who basically was a famous boxer. Because you hear this, they get agents and then they get ripped off.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm gonna have a person invest my money or something.
yeah, I have growth there.
I don't know how you got convinced.
I've seen you say on podcasts and things before that your family and your parents are proud of you and what you've achieved.
I'll get this.
Parents? She has a dad. Her dad's right there next to her.
Don't you?
And there's
I'll
other
get this-
siblings
I-
too. She has
It
2 other
baffles my
siblings.
mind.
She has 2 other siblings.
Wow.
It baffles my mind.
Did he
How
molest her?
can they be proud?
Mhm.
Why? These people in London are crazy. They're crazy. Being proud of that.
Oops.
Are they genuinely proud of it or they cope with it? I don't know. I I don't understand them.
I don't know.
Well, my parents knew straight from the start, like about
Why?
what I was
How?
doing. Yeah, I was just very open with it. Oh,
Her
Why?
dad was the first sub.
Oh god, that's that story. A chick said her dad was subbed to her account. Yeah, that's fucking weird, man. No.
Obviously, at the
No.
start, they were a bit apprehensive because they want me to be safe and
Yeah.
they want me to make good decisions and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Is it a
I
good
just think-
decision? No!
How can you make good decisions with it? I don't understand.
No! No!
Oops.
The more she speaks, the stupider it gets.
Mm.
I'm shattered.
You shattered.
It's Lexi all over again. Please, Lexi video.
Oh, have you seen Lexi's new video? She has a new like short. It's called "Be a Slave for a Man."
No! I can't believe this shit.
I know. I was like, I can't believe Volty hasn't seen this. I was gonna send it to you. I forgot. Yeah, it's her latest clip. I'm gonna send it to you later.
I'm
It's her
losing faith in humanity, folks.
And I gave her advice too, little brat. She does that.
God dang! Society has fallen.
I can't hold myself back and do something that I'm scared what other people might think.
Your parents must be very sort of forward-thinking and open-minded, which is great, because I think if I told...
It's not in this current case. They help her self-destructing herself. Like, I heard about that. I forgot her name, but there was a adult star, to remain YouTube friendly, that actually self-delete at like 26 or 27 years old because
I know which
she
one you're talking
felt
about.
awful about doing that kind of work.
Are you talking about the? Oh no, you're not talking about the one that was was upset because they weren't AIDS testing.
No, I think
okay.
she was called Bella Danger, I think.
No, it's Jenna. It's not Bella. It's the one that worked with Bella. I know which one you're talking about.
There's this whole thing of like people in the industry.
They were attacking her online.
Actually, it makes people get really bad. Like it will, like, basically drugs and alcohol are how someone takes care of themselves. They do it really, really.
That daycare?
So you have this idea. This idea they have this lifestyle that they have to maintain it, and if they get known for it, it's that self-realization that some of them already have issues going into it.
Yeah.
And
her thing was that she was getting bullied because she didn't like that they weren't AIDS testing the men and stuff like that. So she got bullied online really bad for and they were saying that she wanted gay men to be AIDS tested when she slept with them in her pornos. So she got bullied online for being homophobic and stuff, and that's when she killed herself. That's why she killed herself. The chick you're talking about.
Probably. Maybe we're talking about the same. But to get back on what I try to say is, I think some people that are into that industry, they are into self-harm.
Yeah,
they are self-destructive. And I will share a bit of personal experience. I have known a woman that started an OnlyFans at some point. And that person was probably the most broken person I've known. And she felt like shit, and making OF made her worse. And it shattered her even worse. And I also told her, look, there are risks. You shouldn't be doing that. And she just brushed it off and said, I don't care. So they don't really care about what's going on to them. And this is harmful.
Kind of like drugs is like you're slowly killing yourself type thing is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same shit, but now it's with intimacy. And they even pay you, so it's even worse than any other freaking self-destructive behavior you can have. It's disgusting, and we need to talk about that because I hope future generation will realize some people failed. It's not because you made money that you had a good life.
The funny part about this is, as much as we were losing faith in Gen Z or other parts, it looks like some of them are coming back to being conservative, or like the Overton window is swinging back. And basically, it's really because you thought, like, a lot of leftists, different than liberals and progressives, leftists and progressives thought they had a firm grasp upon the culture, right? But it turns out that, like, during the last election, there was all the women who were shaving their heads post stuff about we're not going to have sex with men, we're going to go do this.
No one's sleeping with their ugly asses anyways.
They're like, but they're all like, oh, men need us and we'll just do whatever. But it turns out
we already didn't add sex anyway, so who cares?
They weren't turning.
I know. I mean, look at the women that are saying that shit. I mean, no one's sorry, sweetheart. No one's screwing you anyways. It's
the thing about this is, right, it comes around to there were younger women in their age bracket. They go, these people seem like Hitler Youth. It's like, what? Just because they're minorly conservative? So it turns out some of the younger generation coming up are looking at what the middles are doing and realizing it's bad.
No shit.
Okay, well, back to the OnlyFans thing though. A lot of girls, like, those men are waiting for like actresses that are underage to turn 18 and join OnlyFans and that stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. That bothers me. I don't like it. I mean, yeah.
Same.
And like, I don't know. I think a lot of chicks are going to that because of how normalized it's became.
It's disgusting. When my sister will be older and she will start thinking about boys, I will have a serious talk with her. I don't want her to fall like that. You're laughing, but I genuinely believe that. Like, now she.
No, I know. I believe you. I was thinking about how, like, I was just thinking. I wasn't laughing at you. I was thinking about how cute that is that you're gonna go talk.
Well, she doesn't have a dad, so she must have a big brother that looks out for her.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Anyway, let's just play it.
My parents, that I was the UK's biggest cunt, they probably they wouldn't like that. Show me the set.
No, of course, the set where the magic happens.
What's this?
I was trying to train my dog
magic
how to use it to, like,
magic.
So she needs.
Oh, so that's not for.
No, it's not for, like.
He thought that was for the bedroom. I like that one. He thought that was for the bedroom.
What was that for?
The dog.
Oh.
No.
This gets worse.
This gets worse. I'm looking forward for it.
Are you into any of that, like, kinky stuff?
Not massively. No judgment. But like, I haven't done much kinky stuff.
No, I usually just like get my little camera, pop it on there. I mean, it's usually quite easy. And then it depends if we're doing like we usually talk through if we want to do like a storyline.
Yeah.
Or just more of like a gonzo video.
What's a gonzo video?
Just like normal, like just the actual part. I'd rather do it like this where I prop it up, or like have my assistant film it for me, because then you can usually get a bit better angles if like someone else is moving it.
You heard that? She knows what she's talking about, but what did you want it to say?
I have my sister film it for me.
Oh, that's awesome! Disgusting.
I was zoned out when she.
What? No.
Brand. Goodness gracious. Okay.
They are crazy. I heard people saying the man involved in that should be in jail. I think the entire family should be in jail. Incest. That's disgusting.
Well.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I didn't really want to say it, but you said I was thinking the same. And Derek stole. I was thinking about the same thing. Why? I remember one story where the son was, oh yeah, that's child abuse. It's disgusting.
And that's not like awkward, like having her film it or anything?
No, not at all. This is like my
I warn you, this part gets crazy.
I'll get some out for you. You'll be shocked as to what goes up my ass.
I'm afraid that's just a cone.
It's a hefty thing. Go up either hole.
No, it can't.
These are more.
No!
Okay, you're about to see. Really?
This is
Really?
disgusting!
Well, there's one where have you heard of Grace? Grace. Her name's Grace. She's a little cow. Her dad films her stuff.
That's disgusting. All these people should be in jail.
And then there's a
swear,
mom who
incest.
films stuff with her daughter. They do it together, the mom and the daughter.
Okay, I
Yes.
want you to understand.
That's disgusting.
There's a part why now you know why it took like past this moment where Arch froze, because there is a traffic code.
In jail. Fill the jail with them. They belong there. They're
This gets
animals.
worse. This honestly gets worse.
What?
Like my toys. Before I do a shoot, I'll wear like a all day. This is more for like girl on girl stuff.
Oh, to loosen it up. Oh,
Double
gross.
end.
That's so gross.
This one's another like big kind of one.
Looks angry. Looks like Smog from The Hobbit.
What?
He's the dragon.
It's more like a toy, but it's quite cool because you can put that in and it's like see-through and you can obviously see inside your hole.
Which is obviously great.
These ones are always
Wow,
fun 'cause
she
they
knows
get
her
like all
stuff.
types of bodily liquids
She
like in
knows her
there,
stuff.
vibrators, very relatable, normal kind
See,
of
this is why she makes so much money too.
I want you to look at his
Tail,
face.
toy.
His face tells a story.
Oh, he's got a bum. Thank you for showing us.
No worries.
She knows her stuff.
After showing me her eclectic collection, Lily invited me to join her for a stroll on the King's Road to find an outfit to wear for her upcoming big day of sleeping with
I want
Does she
100
need an
men.
outfit, dude? I mean,
No, pause it.
I buy an outfit. I mean, dude, what the fuck?
I
Why
want you to see the look on the guy's face. Don't go back. Go back and look at the guys as all the stuff is coming out the closet. And just the
More kind of
look.
looking ones.
Right.
Strap on.
That is a look.
Toy stuff.
Oh, he's got a bum. Thank you for showing us.
No worries.
After showing me her eclectic collection, Lily invited me to join her for a stroll on the King's Road to find an outfit to wear for her upcoming big day of sleeping with 100 men.
What would be the demographic of the guy that would recognize you normally?
I'd say more of a, it's going to sound mean, but more like a chubby,
Okay.
younger guy. And not ones that you find in town.
Chappy younger guy. What? No. In jail right now. Oh, fuck's sake. She is crazy. You can't fix her, buddy, if you try to. She's a witch. She's into witchcraft.
Obviously, I don't think.
Right. You're gonna have sex with 100 guys. Do you ever think about what it would be like if you ran into one of them in the streets after that had happened?
When I did 37 guys in a day, I genuinely can't remember any of their faces.
Right.
Or maybe
She is
that's
a
all
goddamn
I-
animal.
I recognize them.
After that, they complain they are objects, but they see men as objects as well. Objectification is a two-way street, folks. Yes, I know you ate that because it's coming from a man, but I don't give a shit. Any thoughts on that, Miss Sparkle? She doesn't even know their name or their face. Who's the object now? Miss Sparkle is gone. So, D-Lord, any thoughts on what I just said?
So the look on your face when she says she was just comfortable by doing 23 or 25 guys in a day. Yeah, that's the normal, because usually when people think about stuff, this is a horror of this. She just casually mentions this, like it's. Oh no, Darth wants to come on. Don't. Okay. Darth, this is bad. Oh, by the way,
Mando wants. Okay, Mando. Okay.
Indirect sorter, right? I think
Buddy, you got the link.
I recognize the name.
Worry. 1 second.
She's worse than a Slanesh cultist. She would make. I think we were finding out this would make Slanesh blush. Because if you talk about ecstasy experience,
You got the link, Mendo. You got the link.
it's worse.
Hi, Mendo. Welcome.
I just woke up from a nap and I was like checking on if there's any videos, and I saw you guys live and I saw the topic. I was like, huh.
So this is a new saga we are starting this week. Next Monday will be part 2 because I don't think we will cover the entire thing tonight. And I think there will be a third part the following week. But yeah, so because you just arrived, we will kind of get you up to speed. So that woman there did a documentary about sleeping with 100 men the same day. And I've seen lots of videos floating around reacting to this. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a gold mine. Maybe some people are interested into the matter. So I told, you know what, Miss Sparkle and D-Lord, do you want to join in? They said yes. And here we are reacting to a woman acting like an animal that should be in cage. And her family helping out, and they all belong in jail because they do incest. So now you're up to speed. Any thoughts on that, D-Lord, Mandalore?
A couple things. I don't know how far you've gone into the video, but one, I did some research on her. Her stuff is not that good in general, but that's just a guy review. Have you guys seen her talking about it and where she looks like she's about to break down in tears?
Not yet. I did see it and other content creator reacting to it, and eventually I will react to other reactions.
When we get to there, we'll get to there. I just want to say that if she does this next stunt she's planning on doing, and this isn't a joke, she should be on suicide watch.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
If you saw her react, and when we get there, I'll bring it up again.
That's probably next week or the following week. I don't think we'll get there yet.
A hint, but when we get to that point, you will see.
Yeah,
she is not.
She's not well.
There is something missing in her afterwards, and then the way she talks about it, and then she says she wants to go more.
If she survives the more.
She needs to probably be during the event and after the event be on watch for a while. She needs a suicide buddy. And that's not a joke. She has hurt herself doing this mentally.
And physically. I don't think you're meant to get ran through like that. We were saying, oh, men cannot really do that because, like, even with pills, like, there's no way men can do that. Like, 124 hours, forget it, man. After 2 or 4 chicks, he's dead.
Like, I'm all fine. I'm of mix where it's your butt. Like, you can do what you want, but especially when you put it online, like she has, you are no longer safe from judgment. People are allowed to judge you. Yeah. And what she did, and if you want to sleep around, you sleep around.
That's massive.
But then well, no. And to some people, it's free, and some people enjoy it. But you can't stop other people from judging you for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a two-way thing. Like, you have to let people live their lives, but in a free world, in a free society, you're allowed to judge things, especially when you go this public with it, where you make a documentary and it's about this whole PR stunt.
Yeah.
And if she would have done this in private and just done this on her own as a little thing, it's one thing. It still would have been disgraceful and still would have been not right to a lot of people. But the fact that she had to go and do this whole stunt with it and go and make it for publicity is what the biggest sort of insult to herself is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't find someone attractive, I struggle to look at them while I'm having sex with them.
But you don't struggle to have sex with them?
No. Before I had sex, I was never much for. I actually wanted to wait till marriage at one point. I just used to think it was a real special thing. As soon as I actually did it and had, I kind of realised that it wasn't special, and also that I just really loved it and really enjoyed it, and that I wanted to do it way more often.
And do you think your partner one day will be someone from the industry most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like, you ever find a
I will address this. Her parents shouldn't worry about her having a partner or not. Look at her goddamn life. You helped her out. So I think they see there's something wrong, but they don't want to admit it. Her parents are delulu. They are crazy.
It's not even that. It's the whole thing about. I'm not even going to bring that topic up, but it's parents. Parents always, for years, have lived through their kids. But with the thing of social media, it's gotten even worse. Where parents don't care, they will sell their firstborn just so that their kids are famous, so that they are famous by proxy.
Yeah, I will say
Honey Boo Boo.
the parents are delulu to think like she will be able to find happiness through this. I just don't see her ever being happy in a relationship. It's just not possible at that point. She's way too broken for that.
Have you ever heard the story of like all the dance moms that lived vicariously through their children?
No, but I think she needs years and years of therapy. If she wants to ever live an happy life, that's what she needs. I think she's redeemable, but she'd like to turn a good leaf. If she doesn't want to change and turn, she's doomed. She's done. She will never know happiness. It's sad, but that's how I view things. She needs years of therapy at that point. There's something rigged in her. There's something broken.
Oh, I don't think she'll ever be happy at all. It's not even a relationship. I don't know if she'll ever be happy with herself without years and years of therapy. And even then, she's. And I don't mean this as an insult, like when you people say this about girls who sleep around. She is damaged goods, where she has damaged herself beyond repair, mentally and physically, and not just to other people, to her own self.
Yeah, she is too damaged.
Well, some porn stars get married
with other porn stars.
Well, Jonathan Davis from Korn, he married a porn star, but
yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying. But is it really that be married?
No, Korn's a rock group. It's Korn, not porn. I didn't say porn. Korn.
Korn, yeah.
Are they really happy?
Marilyn Manson's first wife.
That sounds happiness ending your own life. That sounds very happy.
So Marilyn Manson's first wife was actually a burlesque dancer. So
Wayne Static married porn.
Burlesque is a porn.
Is bad. Burlesque dancer is fine. You're not
That's
getting
not porn.
run through by like 100 guys for cam and like thousands of money.
Yeah, that's just dressing. Kind of provocative.
Yeah.
And yeah.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
But there's so many guys out in the world. I think, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going
One poor bastard. Are you
someone
kidding
who-
me? This is all she calls her future husband. That stinks like self-hatred.
But even there, she's already, before she's even done, like, this is before she's done it, right? Or is this after?
Yeah, this is before.
So she knows even before she's going into this that
she's disgusting. She
that
hates
she,
herself.
yeah, that and it's one poor bastard. So she's not even giving up hope to find someone she loves. She's already setting herself up for a miserable life where she's going to marry anyone who will marry her at this point. Like, and knowing the before and after.
Does this sound happy for you? Leftists, I hope a leftist find that segment. I'm asking you, leftist, do you really think she sounds really happy and proud and liberated? She's not.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to reiterate this with a point of. Do you remember when Vosh's little file got found out?
No, but that's a tangent we don't have time.
Okay, let me. I promise this connects.
No, it doesn't. Sorry, D-Lord.
It's fine.
That's the moment I cut you off for now. You will be back once we summon you. I like you, D-Lord, but we need to get going with the video. We will summon back the D-Lord eventually when his urge for Bosch pass.
Lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah. Like into hot wife or being a
we're looking basically for an outfit for you to wear when you have sex with 100 guys in one day.
Yeah. These guys have all seen me online. Like, I can't turn up looking like a hag.
No.
Yeah. Do you like that one or the black one?
Why? Belthel did.
Will you just get like one, or will you get like a
I might get a couple in case one gets a bit soggy.
It's all tax deductible.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Since
amazing.
it's to do with your business. That's quite nice. I'm more of a push up.
Yeah, I've left Lily to it. Are these men going to be appreciating the time, effort, and dedication that has gone into this? It's not actually, but I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she's
Oh, no!
for that
How interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, how
Does she
interesting.
find them on the internet?
day. Yes, so you can apply
I love his
if you're a
honesty.
subscriber of her OnlyFans, so up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have to the one at a time on the 19th of October in London.
Oh, and it's on television.
It's going to be on her OnlyFans.
Oh, I see. Okay. She's got to have an early night tonight.
Yes, she does. A lot of electrolytes, a lot of sustenance, a lot of fiber.
Okay, lovely.
Okay.
Why
Have a
is
great
this
night.
woman
Love
I
living
told
in
you, this is good.
Bye-bye. Bye then.
I told you.
The
told
old
you.
lady is like, I envy her. I want to be in her shoes. That's disgusting. People are crazy. They belong in the cages. No.
Well,
I
it's
told
also
you.
in this day of age, it's also kind of normal at this point that people are doing all those things. So it's not as shocking for the worst reasons.
Fact. People know no shame. It's been said in the chat, and bring back shame. We need it. Like, really soon. Bring back shame. A lot of fiber. At least the guy was honest, you know. Yeah, I guess we will play.
I'm gonna before you
The
move. I'm
rest.
gonna ask if you're doing a man on the street thing. Would you actually go up to a person and say, "This is what I'm doing," and the other person be like, "Okay, I'm normal," or is this normal? Like,
I just can't believe she continued talking to him after he.
So that was the same and bring back shame.
She seemed kind of okay with that, which I wasn't expecting.
I know, me too. That was weird, yeah.
Is this one of them fake taxis?
I don't know what's a fake taxi.
You don't know what fake taxi is? Have you never seen like it on Hub? It's called fake taxi, and basically the taxi driver ends up like f***ing the passenger. Yeah,
I thought you were
Is
going to say something
crying
totally
in the
different.
car. Are you kidding me? Is crying in the car.
I
He's
thought she was going to
crying in
ask
the
it
car.
like the taxi where they do the questions, you know, and you get to win money. I didn't know. I didn't even know there was a fake taxi. That can't be real. No,
Yes, it is.
yes, it is.
Like no, they got it planted out already. It's got to be
So
actors.
it's fake. It's like all the things. It is fake. All the things that they do are all set. They use porn stars. And
We are going.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't. There's a lot of stuff that Miss Sparkles. I hope you never find out or know.
You'll
There'll be memes for
Torture me.
years.
You show me stuff. Gosh.
So far, is this a normal day in the life of Lily Phillips?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm gonna go home
Normal
now.
day in the life.
Content and stuff like that. I'll show you how I go about just filming day to day.
How much does it cost for the video calls?
How much are they? Like 100 per minute?
Per minute?
300 for 5 minutes. And then
What?
500 for 10 minutes.
People are really paying this
Wow.
money.
Why?
People
Why?
are paying this money.
Holy shit!
Guys,
Why?
give me some. I needed more than her.
I told you. I told you she makes bank. You know.
That's crazy.
These
Why?
people are goddamn
She had
stupid.
to join OnlyFans when it first started. There's no way.
Okay, I'm looking at this, and I mentioned when I first came in about the after how she looked. It's not just after. If you watch her when she first came out of this clothing store, looking directly at the camera, there was like nothing there. And like you see when she's doing the pictures with the backdrop, she's smiling, but as soon as she's just looking at her phone, and when she's not, there's nothing there. She is perfectly on automated response.
She is broken.
And this is before she seems to be broken. Like,
damn, I was hoping. I don't understand how she makes so much.
Like, just pay attention when she's talking and where she's not talking. Like, most people, like, if they're doing like a behind the scenes, like up to an event, they're usually laughing more, smiling more, and she's doing some of that. But they're usually got a normal face. She just, when she's not sort of
She's
on,
dead inside.
she's very deadpan, and just her face is just.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
dead
just pay
inside.
attention
I said
more
it
to her
earlier.
face. Pay attention to her face when she. It's just. This is videos for her about her. You'd think she'd be more. The only time she lightens up is when she's talking about money or porn. Like,
And
something is broken in her.
That she's shallow.
That's not
That's
shallow.
the paragon of the fucking left there.
Lily agreed to show me the business side of her operation. OnlyFans might be what she enjoys, but it also provides a hefty paycheck.
Your moneymaker is OnlyFans.
Well, Cardi B's not doing porn.
I started an OnlyFans.
$1 million in a day.
£42,000 in one night.
I'm gonna go get some oysters and champagne.
You have your little ones?
They can cry in a Ferrari.
I'll show you my first month.
See, this is the shit that gets young people to join it, though. That saying that they make tons of money. Not all of them make a lot of money.
No, very few.
Yeah.
And to add this, at some point it will catch up to you if you have morality. If you're not dead inside, it will catch up to you. You will feel like stupid. I don't know.
Actually, not just on what Ms. Sparkle said, where a lot of people talk about how they barely make even, like they barely make enough money to survive. But once you do that, even a little bit, once it's out there, it's out there. And like, what's her name? Riley Reid has finally retired from porn. And she has a kid now, and she's now regretting and asking people to take down her porns. Like, that's not.
But it's still out there.
Yeah, she's like one of the most popular. She's the one that did the rap song, though, right? She's the one
Oh,
that
that
did
was
the rap
not
song.
rap. That was definition of crap. And that was a whore song. Like, and she was a whore in the song. Like, it was, and now she acts like she's all innocent. It's like, no, you.
She's a lesbian too now.
But she is just, and what's her name? The one who I hate with a bat.
May I can leave?
No.
I hate Malika. Yeah, I hate her so much.
The terrorist
It's
sympathizer.
so annoying.
No, she's also just a horrible person. Like, she, but like, she's like, well, now that I'm trying to get out of it, I'm done with this. I'm a better person now. You take it all down. It's like, no. Porn sites make money, especially when you do videos for other places. They have the right to those videos. Even if you get some rights back to it, they still can show it as part of the contract.
And even there, other people can upload it. It's a never-ending ball, never-ending roulette.
Most porn
I don't know what
sites
to call it,
aren't
yeah.
Most porn sites are not the companies that make the porn. Is porn sharing sites where users upload them. And you know what? They get taken down sometimes if a user is very protective of their porn. But guess what? They just remove all names, they remove all watermarks, and it still gets shared. And then they find other sites that aren't as big. Like, once you do this,
How old is she? How old
Which
is Riley Reid now?
I'm guessing a 33. Holy crap.
Yeah, so that's their 30s. She will regret this in her 30s.
Shelby regrets it.
She's already come out. No, she's already said.
Riley Reid does
No,
regret it.
not Riley Reid. I'm talking about Lily.
Oh, Lily, yeah, give her 10 years. She'll regret it, but
I don't think she can. I don't think she has the mental capacity to regret it. And that's not she's a dumb blonde. That's she's broken.
I'm a blonde.
Well, actually, she's also a dumb blonde, I think.
She's 23 years old. No. I'm saying it's not because she's a dumb blonde. It's not that. It's not a blonde joke. It's like, you look at her, and she is empty.
But Jenna Jameson used to say the same thing, same crap, and then like I said on the reality show, she had like a nervous breakdown and was crying about how she regretted it and everything. So.
But you could still. But what Jenna Jameson, even with interviews when she was all pot, she could still. had someone. She still had personality in her. This is.
No, okay.
And for some people, it's a job. This isn't much of a job. This is her just doing things to do things. Like, this is
a robot.
It's automated. Robot. As I said, it's automated.
Yeah.
Dollars.
And can you give us like any indication as to what a more recent month might look like?
I'll just show you. I don't really want to say if that's okay.
I think it's more money than you might be imagining. And you made me pay for the cab. So you say you're going to do some work today. Like, how are you going to decide what to film this afternoon?
I usually am going to prioritize my customs.
Like they've paid for like a customized request?
Yeah, customized request that maybe I say their name in it or something that they're really into that I don't have already. Sin, what you're up to. Sometimes it's just general conversation. Like sometimes guys just want to talk.
Yeah, she is. Like, she's one of those hosts.
Any of the names
she's one of those
people that you might know.
I hate those more than anything.
There's been...
Why?
Because she's giving these men like she's interacting with them, giving them full soul. She's keeping them alone. She's keeping them alone.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm with you on that. She likes the attention they are giving her, and she likes that they're lonely. And yeah, that's disgusting. You're right.
Some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together.
Wow.
Or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
What messaging you?
Yeah. I just tried to keep it very professional.
Your version of keeping it professional is sort of the opposite of everyone else's version of keeping it professional.
Yeah.
Have you ever received any scary message on here that like something that frightened you or made you feel unsafe?
Some people's requests are sometimes way too much. Like I had literally last week, like, can you put a bag over your head and pretend to be like suffocated? It depends obviously on the request, but stuff like that I probably won't do. I don't want to encourage it.
I will say this. If you suggested this, you need help. Some people that are lonely and that use this platform to bond with a stranger out there, because this is what she is. Like, as much as she pretends to be someone, she is a stranger. We don't know a thing about how she truly is outside of what she is showing to the camera. So if you tell this, if you ask OF model to do such thing, you need help. You need therapy. Even if therapy is not the best thing for men always, I think it can help a lot of us and a lot of you as well. I think it's very important.
Even if you're asking an OnlyFans model, if you want that in general, I think maybe you should talk to somebody about why you want to suffocate a woman. Okay, just I don't care. I kink shame. I'll kink shame the hell out of you.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You brought something very interesting. Someone that has fantasies over that is someone that probably has mommy issues, or someone that's been treated like shit by the opposite gender, and that's the root of the issue. It's the root of the issue. It's how people interact with each other. We interact with each other like goddamn animals sometimes, and this is why we got these freaks online. You need help. Whoever you are, you need help.
Like that for me, I don't think that's doing.
What if someone offered you $1 million to do it?
I probably would bend my morals for that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
God, so quick.
You've got spreadsheets. This is incredible. I can't.
It's funny how she says she has morals. No, she doesn't have any morals.
I was gonna say.
We thought the same. God damn, we're on the same page on way too many.
She doesn't even have a conscience, let alone morals.
She doesn't have any. She doesn't have any, and her parents don't have any as well. Because her parents allow her to be like that.
She got it from her mama.
Yeah, or her daddy as well. I mean, usually that's the daddy that should be worried.
Like, this is one reason, as Indirect Star said, we need to shame people. This whole making shame such a horrible thing and bad thing that people are going with their worst ideas because no one's allowed to shame them for having bad ideas. Because shame didn't always stop someone from doing it, but
the lack of kink shaming, like when they used to say, "Don't kink shame," I can't. I'm gonna shame the hell out of you.
Oh yeah, and now Well, yeah, you weren't allowed. You're not allowed to kink shame. Yeah, there's some kinks you're allowed to do, and some that you should be shot for. Sorry if I should have said that.
I think you made sense, Mandalore.
But like, there's so many movements, like the fat positivity.
Yeah,
it's not healthy.
That fat positivity movement was started from a kink, though. The guy who originally made the magazine was obsessed with finding a woman he could that was fat.
I goddamn lost 75 pounds because I wasn't happy with my body and I knew I wasn't healthy.
Yay! Good
we
job.
had this talk. It was just because you're French.
I thought he was a
You
dickhead
say
'cause
that,
he's
bro,
French.
but I'm on dating apps right now, and I swear I've never seen that many fat chicks ever, and they're all proud. They're like, I'm body positive. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, where are we going with this?
There's two things to blame: the lack of shaming and black men who love that. So they make the fat ugly chicks think they were so hot.
Yeah, but I'm fat. No black men want me.
No, but here's the thing:
All of the black men will
can be
want.
fat
What are you
and proud.
talking about?
No,
They like black chicks.
I mainly get
fat
Hispanic
chicks.
men.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Hispanic.
Also,
for sure.
I've seen you, Miss Sparkles. You're gorgeous. Shut the fuck up.
Well, thank you.
Most people, like, you could be fat and just fine with how you were, but understood the facts that your life was shorter and that you were unhealthy. Now it's, oh no, how dare you say those things that I might be unhealthy because of that?
Health at any size.
Which is
Yeah.
bullshit. How many of the fat positivity public speakers have died?
They don't live to 50 because they
I
died
don't
before a
watch
heart attack.
I don't watch him anymore, but Crowder did this whole thing where he snuck into a chat, into a fat positivity thing.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the lead people, a couple months after he snuck in and did a reveal of how they talk, died. And
The
she was
video,
30.
Think Before You Sleep did a video on one, and she's dead. She died recently.
And Lizzo, who still tries to push that body positivity, when she saw South Park make fun of her
She
so
changed.
badly,
Yeah,
she went and lost weight.
Yeah, she did.
And it wasn't until South Park called her out on it and did that whole.
And she was promoting fat girl swimsuits too before that.
And she's still promoting it. Like,
Is she?
she
Oh, I
realized
know
this.
that.
She realized that it wasn't healthy and she wasn't in trouble. So she loses the weight, but still promotes other people to go kill themselves.
Yeah,
Bring
because
back
her
This is
doctor
what
told
you
her she
strive
needed
to
to lose weight.
be, society.
Yeah.
I guess we'll play the madness now.
Okay.
I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy's paid for a bottle of spit in a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
I paid for like a bottle of spit, like just me like spitting into a bottle.
What?
Is he going to receive that? Or?
You need
Yeah,
help.
yeah, I sent it in the post.
Lily invited us to observe the creation of a custom one of her subscribers had paid $300 for.
So the guy's asked for a off instruction, and he wants it kind of a dog style. So a little bit more like me telling him what to do. And he's asked for me to wear a black bikini and some high heels. So I'm sure we've
Men
got
do
one
care
in
about
here
what they wear?
somewhere. I mean,
I
this
didn't know
one's
that.
What?
extremely
That's not a
skimpy,
man.
so I'm
That's
sure
an
he'll like
animal
that.
that need therapy.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
All the best.
What?
Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay.
You going to be my pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes?
Goodness gracious.
No.
Well done.
What is going
my loser.
That is literally the guy's eyes
very
are soulless.
It's
As
kind of fun. You're kind of like playing.
I
a
told
natural
you,
role.
he gets
Yeah.
more soulless.
What Lily had shown us so far was
whoa.
fairly in keeping with most creators.
nasty?
Is
That's
he-
the segment. We need
okay.
to talk about what happened in the last like.
Now, is
2
he
minutes.
just is him doing this story just because he was hired to do a job about a whore and he's just disgusted and wants to be no part of it, and he just is so in such shock and shame of what's going on? Or has he got a cuck fetish where he was just like, doesn't even try and peek around, he just looks? I don't know what's
This
going
is
on.
nasty.
Either way, he looks disturbed, whether he is getting...
Now you regret doing it.
I literally told you. I told you Look at his face later on when the realization and the horror sets in. Do you think I was joking about the horror that he is seeing? And he is like, it's that look of horror.
This seems like just a nice casual guy who's now seen the back room at a strip club and going, Jesus fucking Christ.
At least he's physically with the person, not fucking online.
No, I don't even think it's that. I think he might be celibate until marriage after this.
If he gets married. No, that's
this might if this didn't turn him gay, he's at least celibate till marriage.
that guy needs therapy, I swear. So many
Oh yeah, he
people
definitely
need
needs therapy now.
So disgusting, really.
Even when you look at her when she was talking about the spit, it wasn't even like, haha, I'm actually paying people are actually paying for the shit. She looks so dead when saying it. Like everything about her.
And now I'm a pro man. Like I think men are treated like shit by society, but after hearing that story, I'm like, okay, I can understand where some of the girls are coming from because they must deal with this shit.
They do. Okay, even in my regular messages, you should hear some of the things that guys say to me. I mean, in my normal like DMs, it's awful. They finally stopped asking me to do something to do fisting to myself on my Twitter.
Oh, and you're not even an OF model.
Yeah, I know.
I can't imagine what they are getting.
I know, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. I will need weeks of recovery after that. Oh, that's disgusting.
Creators on OnlyFans. However, what she was planning to do in a couple of weeks' time had never been seen before.
This is where the applications are coming through.
Where the guys are messaging.
I had it switched off for a little bit, so it's just.
So how are you doing this? You put out a phone number.
Yeah.
And people can just apply?
Yeah, so I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID. So this guy's from Belgium. He is 32. Oh, he's from Barbados. Jesus. We're going global.
Is this just going to be completely random as to how you pick them?
Yeah. Like we said, we prioritize the ones who have STI checks.
I gotta say, she said it. It's random. It's. You're not unique. You're not special if she chose you. She chose you because of your number, and she's like, "Oh, here's that number. I will take."
You're about to see something very horrific, and I'm gonna point this out. If you don't catch it, she's gonna say something. It's gonna be really funny when you don't realize it. Remember that STI thing, please.
Yeah. So let's play. I want to see more.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm nervous for is like for them to have a good time. I want to make sure they enjoy themselves and not don't come away from it.
See, I told you she doesn't give a fuck. She only cares about she felt bad about them having the whole 5 minutes. I don't know what made her think she could do 5 minutes each for fucking one day of 100 people.
If she really did that for them, she wouldn't be monetizing it. She wouldn't be talking about it.
Are they getting paid to do it? Did she say that?
I don't know.
No, they're not even paid. She would be paid.
For the guys, and like really for the guys, not saying guys just like sex and whatnot. She would have split the profits from all this with every guy.
Well, or pay them beforehand. I just want to
that too.
Did she? Was she? She's not though.
No, she didn't pay anyone.
How? Okay.
She's not doing it for
guys
them.
Because guys will sleep with anything for the most part.
I thought she was paying them. I told my mom that she was paying them. Okay, I gotta tell my mom I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong.
She didn't pay them.
Yeah, I was wrong. I freaking ate.
She's
My mom was talking about it. My mom said she'll die if she does 1,000 people.
She's paying them in sloppy seconds.
Why? No.
I can't imagine being the 100 guy. She's dead at the end.
That's like sleeping with a tub of mayonnaise.
She has PD amounts of a lube.
Like, oh, I feel disgusted, or That wasn't fun. 2006.
Oh my god!
So
How
what's
does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah. I mean, he does like 18, doesn't he? Hey there, no, I'm late, but would love to you and lose my virginity.
Oh God,
He
no.
actually said,
Please
"Loose
no.
my virginity."
What? What? No.
Please don't.
No.
See, these are the guys that these type of women hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they hold out that they could meet someone like her, and that they will be, because they're able to talk to her and she's able to respond.
Yeah, that's why I said I hate that. I hate that shit. This is
then they have such high standards that they become incels and then go shooting up places.
high standards. What do you mean?
I don't know, but all I can say now that brings the subtopic I want to address. I will share a lot of personal stuff, but I didn't lose my virginity with a star on the internet.
Okay, sorry.
And
Sorry you said that.
these were other times.
Yeah,
But
you
now
did.
there's an entire generation of, I will call them losers, because this is what they are.
Not if
They
they're
want to
18. This
lose
kid's
their
18. He
virginity.
just said there's 18. He's 18. He doesn't know no better.
No,
but he's still a loser.
I
Because
grew
he
up in
wants
the age.
virginity to something that got ran through by an entire town. Fuck's sake.
What was the movie with One Time at Band Camp? What movie was
Oh, American Pie?
Yeah, I grew up in the age of American Pie where it was still, you lost it by graduation, or that was seen as the time to lose it. I lost mine technically early because I was before grade 12. I was young. Nowadays, people lose it before they get into high school.
11 years
disgusting.
old to 13 is the age that the kids are losing it nowadays.
It also doesn't hurt that they have teachers who are doing stuff to them that they're losing
And
it earlier.
what's messed up, what I really wanted to highlight and bring up is how disconnected from reality people became with the internet, and that it's not anymore valued the way it was. It's intimacy. It's something that you share. It should be a good moment, not like, if you want to lose virginity with an actress like that, you need help. I will
Parasocial relationships are a hell of a thing.
You need to find a girlfriend. I know it's hard. It's really hard, but it's better than latching onto these strangers on the internet that probably laugh at you when they are not in the front of the camera.
No,
they don't care about
parasocial.
you.
It's a parasocial relationship. Her talking to them increases the parasocial relationship. It makes it worse, dude. I don't understand.
It's a big disconnect. It's really bad, and it makes me sad because I got a younger brother. He is growing up in that era, and I'm worried when he will turn 18, he will be one of these losers like that.
If not, if he doesn't do it beforehand, because the internet, does he have internet?
Yeah, but it's a bit complicated. But
okay.
I'm sad when I see that.
Yeah.
I'm a concerned citizen about the future, and I think it's a mess. It's nasty and disgusting. The sole fact that this woman is driving that kind of thing there.
A lot of them are.
It's disgusting. She is a groomer in her own way. I hate that. I guess I will play it, but man, I'm losing faith in both men and women, because women they think it's a game and men are taking this game seriously. It's sad.
You're losing faith in humanity just up to this point. You're in big shock.
I'm someone that try to see the best. I'm someone that try to remain positive, but I see this shit, I'm losing it.
To get his spelling fixed.
I think other people in the industry definitely look down on me for doing this, but I think at the end of the day, people forget that it's also my fantasy. And this is also something that
Fantasy.
I'm really enjoying.
So she values her fantasy more than the others. It's not about the others, it's about her.
No, wait. She don't know how to no fan. No, she'll learn. She'll learn how. Shut up.
This isn't a fantasy. This is for fame. And if you look at her when she talks about fantasy, she's thinking about the fame, the money, and the publicity. And she's actually got some personality to her face. She actually is showing some emotion.
So yeah, I'm with you. Actually, she believes in that.
Yeah.
But once she stops talking about the positives that she thinks she's going to get out of this and starts talking about the small minutia and all that, she just, if this was actually a fantasy, this whole process, she'd be just so smiling throughout this whole thing and be so positive.
She is a
I
goddamn
think she's saying that so the
robot.
men don't feel bad about buying her stuff.
She is a goddamn robot.
I don't buy. I'm a Jew.
She is a goddamn robot.
A Jew owns OnlyFans. It's a Jew who owns OnlyFans.
Want to do and have wanted to do before I was even in the industry.
Our filming was interrupted briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
Mum always call me every day. What have you been up to today? I'm just getting railed. What are you?
That's normal mom and daughter talk. I don't know. This is nasty. I've barely spoke about sex with my mom, and I think I have a good relationship with my mom. So I think it's messed up what the kind of relationship they have.
My mom would beat my ass.
I avoided the talk with my parents as long as possible till my dad walked in on me, and then he had a quick talk. His talk with me when I was younger was, if you have sex before you're 18, I'll kill you. If you do drugs, I'll kill you. If you smoke, I'll kill you. If you want to try alcohol, let me know and I will mix it for you. Because as long as it was under his supervision, he'd make a small drink and do it in a controlled thing. But other than that, it was, you do this, you die. And then it was when he walked in on me, he tried to have a talk with me. I was just like, yep, I know. Condoms, yep, and done.
No.
That was
more. My mom tells me too much. She's too much.
Imagine having. I like that comment.
Jesus fucking Christ!
What do you mean? What do you mean? Did she do the traffic code?
This is clearly not normal. This is nasty.
She is not Proxy Page.
What?
You've obviously spoken to your parents about this, right?
I actually haven't. My parents know what I do, but I'm not on the phone to them every day going, oh, I just got DP'd.
She just said that, though. I thought she just said
all this and that.
I'm
They don't
confused now.
need to know the logistics.
Of course.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
But why is she feeling embarrassed? I mean, she promotes that she speaks about it with her parents. Her parents are all there for her. Like even her sister's involved. How can she genuinely says she's embarrassed? She's not.
She's contradiction. She's full of shit. Or she's very delusional because she says this is my fantasy. Like she'd be happy. She'd say, I'm a little embarrassed, but the way she talks about it, she knows she's shameful about it. And she says they're happy with it. They do all this stuff, and yet at the same time, it's. Ugh.
She is broken. There's something wrong with it.
That's what I've been saying since I jumped in. And it becomes more and more and more apparent as the video goes on.
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
But they did. They
say
encourage you. They are with you from the get-go. Why would you say bullshit like that? There's something that doesn't connect somewhere. She's lying somewhere. I don't know where, but something is off. I don't know. Something is off. Any thoughts, panel? D-Lord, Sparkle?
I mean, her thoughts are off. Are you shocked if her parents... Someone brought up, right?
Maybe
Are
her
her parents left... Okay, I have to establish this. Most liberal people are very artsy-fartsy and out there, but the difference, I have always said, there's a difference between liberals and leftists. The reason why I said the thing about Vosh's audience, they all condoned what Vosh was looking into. How do you shame somebody who's into some crap? You don't.
What do you mean I do? Oh, well, I'll show him tell all of them. Nasty asses. They need to go to church. Go to church, man.
So she clearly is comfortable with this, and this isn't an act. Like she goes, if they say, "Oh, this is a fantasy, I don't want to be part of it," that's just something they're gonna do anyways. Does that make sense at all? That's why I was saying about the whole thing. She's been around people who told her this is okay. Affirmation. She even throws in the feminist word later on.
Because it's mass control of this is how it's freeing to do this. And she believes into it, and she's not free. She's trapped in her own mind.
She is brainwashed like most feminists and like most leftists. As simple as that. And their parents are brainwashed as well. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but the feminists are against this, though.
Not all
Feminists
leftists
are
are
against this, though.
brainwashed. They're not all brainwashed. Some are just stupid beyond savior.
Our parents are like gonna disown me or hate me or anything like that. I just don't want them to think less of me.
They don't because they're stupid. If they would, you wouldn't be like that. You wouldn't be like walking around talking
Doing a documentary about
getting
it.
Yeah.
If she was really embarrassed by it, there wouldn't be this whole documentary about it.
Yeah, it's a goddamn
This would have
lie.
been something that was done. There was a world record broken years ago by another porn star, Lisa something. And
I don't know. I won't search it.
No. I'm not telling you to search. I think it was 50 people at the time. There was no documentary about it. There was nothing because at this time that was still considered horror.
Yeah.
Like that's what porn stars do. You don't. But now it's this whole thing that has to be shown. And if she was very not ashamed by it, like and proud of it and happy about this, but you look at her when she's just after she says shame about it. Like, look at her. She knows she's destroying her life.
She is empty again. She's like, is he believing in my lies?
Yes,
that's her looks.
Like they can still,
like, look at
we
her.
can still be like very close and stuff like that, but I just don't think they need to know. Like,
but
exactly
why
every
did you
single detail.
told them if they didn't need to know?
They'll find out, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is the thing. I think with like my like career and stuff like that, we're not sat here talking about, oh, I filmed this with this today, or you know, I filmed this because there's just no need. I remember my dad saying like, my friends talked about you, like seeing you on mobile, something like that, and they know, but like there's just no point in being like, oh, you know, I'm doing this or doing that.
Yeah. Are there days where you second guess it ever?
Not particularly.
Yes, the simple fact that she is hesitating there shows the cope and the lies.
Just looking at her face, you can tell like there's regret. She's gone this far, she can't get out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay.
As I said, this is a dopamine hit for her.
Yeah.
But this isn't even dopamine yet at this moment. This is just dopamine is the end experience for the popularity, but the whole experience is not dopamine for her. Like the whole thing is destroying her.
Yeah. And I think right now it's the perfect moment to share our closing thought because again I said it, I'm time limited, and we will keep going with that discussion next Monday. So before we leave, any thoughts on all of that? Anything you'd like to share on what we just witnessed and like the 17 minutes of that video and the 2 hours of this stream?
It's fine. I'll say this. The reason I preference this is there's a lot of horror in this. There's two ways to look at it. You can either believe it on its face, or you can just flat out look at it like she is doing what she is doing. And it is... when I heard about this, I watched this first through Arch, and there's a horror imagery part to this. It's bad. It's worse.
What about you, Miss Sparkle? Any thoughts on the first part of this saga?
I think that she sucks, and that she's never gonna. I don't know. She might not regret it, but I think that she's gonna be doing this for a very long time, and I think that you guys all want, like, because it bothers you and you feel disgusted by it. You all want her to feel guilty about what she's doing, and I don't think she does. I think that she feels just fine. And stop buying the shit. Stop paying money,
Yeah.
boys. Stop. Knock it off. They don't love you. They're never going to be with you. They don't want you. They think you're losers, dude. Why can't you see how much shit she really does not give a crap about you?
Instead of paying that much goddamn money for fucking session with that model, if we can call it that way, pay these session in therapy. Again, I will reinforce that. You seem like you got the money. Go to therapy. You need
Take a
therapy
woman
more
on
than
a
this
date
shit.
with that money, dude. Go take an actual woman who's not online, spitting into a jar so you can masturbate with it on a date with you. Take a date. And don't talk to women like they're these hoes. They're not all like these hoes. I'm sick of hearing some of the things I get in my messages. Knock it off. That's
Yeah.
it.
Mandalore, as
Well,
a happy man, what do you have to say?
Well, as someone who has consumed, I've never bought. I go through third-party sites and whatnot when I have. I am honestly disgusted by this. Not because it's just her being a whore, because people do what they want, and there's porn stars who love what they're doing. But I disagree with Miss Sparkles because I don't think she's actually.
Did you miss the part where she said she's talked to them? She talks to them.
No, I don't agree with the part about how she doesn't regret it and whatnot, and she's enjoying it.
I know. I
She's
think
enjoying
that's
the
just
money.
wishful thinking.
She enjoys the money,
Mhm.
but this is eating her inside. Like this is.
It eventually
Like,
will.
here,
I don't
there's-
think it is right now.
Well, you'll see it if you wait till the very end. You'll see it has made a permanent impact on her life. But you can see in certain parts when you watch, her soul is being eaten at. And I'm not a religious person, but you can just tell something is wrong inside of her. Now, whether this is mental something from childhood, or this is done to herself by doing this line and how she's
I
done
think
it.
it's society and all parents are enabled her to do that.
Well, I have a question, Multi. Is her brain developed to where she can her consequences of her actions, that type thing? Like,
In theory, she still has 2 years to grow.
yeah. So
And
yeah. See,
if in 2 years she is still the same, except if she really flipped the switch and turned a new leaf, she will be like that.
okay.
The
That's
problem
what
with
I'm
it
It's past
is
25 basically. Until 25, you're still muddling yourself. You're still constructing yourself.
but the only thing is you
and
before you reach that age.
I will finish my idea. So my background is I studied special care counseling, so I had lots
that's why I
of
asked him.
psychology courses and such, and brain development. So I know about that. So like until 25 years old, you're like just in a work in progress, as we call it. And after 25, then it's your choosing. It's your personality is basically formed and you're constructed. Usually, like there are other cases where it's not the case, where like retarded people, like clinically retarded people. You're laughing, but that's
No,
really
just
conditioned.
like you said it. You remember that word's not supposed to be said anymore, Multi.
No, normal people usually at 25 they have their peak, and they can still change after 25, but that requires more work, and that must come from them. It won't come from others.
Well, isn't it before your brain's developed? Isn't it to where you have a harder time seeing like consequences to your actions in the future? Yeah. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Only reason I'm disagreeing with you slightly on that is because there are such things that can be done to you and you can do yourself that cause long-term issues.
Well, that's different because your brain will cope and reform.
That's like
into something
BPD.
else.
That's caused from abuse at a young age, which manifests later on. The way that she's done this it will haunt her. It's not where she can really change. She cannot have a
Yes,
regular
she
life.
can change, but she needs to want to. And again, she still has 2 years.
But the publicizing of this, the way that this has been made into such a huge thing, like this was all over Twitter. People were posting news articles about this in different news sources. There's this documentary being made about her doing it.
Yeah.
Like something that even if right after she turns the age and then she starts going, wait, I need to change and serious about it, she can't escape it like people can't escape normally from their decisions as a younger person.
That I agree on. That's
because
true.
of how she's handled it, because of how internet fame is. Yes, you can be internet famous and then people won't even remember you. Like there's some people I've talked to today who don't even remember the pineapple jingle guy.
Yeah.
But it's still there, and people who are into that life, and guys who most guys when they're younger will go look up stuff, and she will show up, and these articles will be everywhere. They might be hard to find as bigger whores come up because that's what everyone's trying to outdo each other. She's going to be haunted by this.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what. Well, when she's older, maybe. Yeah. After, I just don't think right now. That's why I was asked about the brain development. I just don't think right now she could see that.
She still has 2 years.
But Miss Sparkles, don't watch ahead of this. Don't watch the end with her.
I am watching the end.
We will cover that. Like next week, we will cover like another 15 minutes around.
No, I'm telling her not to watch the end ahead of time.
No, I'm not going to. I'll wait.
Yeah, because you will see that there, and I'm pretty sure Dragon Lord D Lord will agree that she faces consequences right after.
Yeah, but she cried. I did see the part where she cried and zoned out a little bit. Then I watched it
I
3
also have
different
seen
times.
it.
Yeah, and she is crying because she said she didn't give each man enough time. She's not crying because of guilt.
So 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The Blurry folks.
She said she was supposed to do 5 minutes each and she couldn't, which I don't know what made her think she could do 5 minutes each. It's a long time.
Well, and the fact that she's still even before she did this, she was talking about doing the 1,000.
Oh god!
And
she's going to. She's doing.
That's nasty.
That's disgusting. I honestly thought after she did, once I saw the video at the end, she wasn't going to do it. The fact that she does, again, she needs to be on suicide watch, and I honestly believe it. And again, there's women who've slept with that many people in a couple days, and they're fine. There's people who always post about, oh, I slept with 365 guys in 1 year, or more than one person a day.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's some unhappiness in them and they're trying to cover for it with sex, but they don't necessarily regret their decision too much. There's regret in her.
Yeah.
If you watch the whole thing and if you point out little things, again, I'm not judging whores for being whores, and I know using the term whores, but people who sleep around, if that's what makes them happy, that's what makes them happy. But I honestly don't feel like this person is being made happy by her decisions. I think she's doing this for fame, and I think she's doing it for attention. Because that was the only way she could get people to notice her.
Money is the biggest incentive. And
with popularity on internet.
I think this is the perfect segue for the outro.
Peace out.
Peace. What do you have going on, D-Lord, on your end of the internet?
I don't know. I figure out this week what I'm going to do for random topics. I did VGA last week, the video game awards.
He did a live stream on Dev at Fataku, and they watched his stream.
Ooh!
Congratulations! Dev needs attention, but the idea, though, no, I'm streaming games, and I am doing Path of Exile 2. So take it for what it's worth.
That's cool. What about
and I
you,
apologize. By the way, I apologize for missing the thing. It was just bad timing.
That's fine. I forgive you. Miss Sparkle, what do you have going on your end of the internet?
I'm monetized on Facebook, so if you guys want to help me with that, I made $3 in a week. Yay for me.
Cool.
And then I am still trying to find someone to do a podcast with me. I know that I'm a little edgy, and I know that I am not like other girls. But no, but I want someone to please do it with me. I don't want to do it by myself. And
Uh,
then
let me know which day you're thinking about, what time, and
I'm always game.
maybe I could be interested.
Moldy and I.
Yeah, we will talk about that after.
Okay. And that's it. Follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and everything like that. I'm amazing. I'm a winner.
Okay. I guess I'm next on the line. Next Saturday, got 2 mainstream movies reviews. We cover Mufasa, the trash new Disney garbage movie. I only expect bad things coming from that, but hey, it's entertainment, it's content. And the second mainstream movie review we will be doing will be Sonic 3 and the Trash Knuckle TV show that came out this summer. Outside of that, well, next Monday we got the sequel of this current stream. We will probably cover 15 to 20 minutes to the video, so we will be near the end. Except if we are very fast, and maybe we'll finish it, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. And that's it for now. Oh, also, tomorrow I will premiere a video, a review of Bone Tomahawk with Dre Poupe and Super Bald.
Super Bowl. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great. It's amazing.
Yeah, great. The best one. And what about you, Mandalore? What do you have going on your end of the internet?
Mostly shit disturbing on Twitter, as I like to do in my free time, because I have a lot of that. Other than that, just my my reviews with you on either Thursday or Saturday, depending on how my stomach decides to feel.
I almost forgot about that. Nice call. Skeleton Crew. Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to start his own Star Wars porn channel. That's what I was gonna do.
Not quite.
Not quite. No, you're like thinking about it there.
You keep saying no until you say yes. I ain't starting that shit.
Who would I even be? I don't even know.
No, but I've got lots of time on my hands. I'm just starting shit. Darth Mandalore 0 on Twitter. And yeah, right now it's mostly Canadian politics with our cuck and hold being horrendous. And all
Trudeau, kick him out. F him.
Trudeau. But Jagoff still won't call a vote of no confidence because, well, he wants his pension. But that's, you can find more of that. Oh, and our Canada Post is finally being forced back to work.
Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know. At last, maybe I will have my package. I ordered like 2 months ago.
One morning. They're not happy about it, so be prepared for your packages to be lost, delayed, or damaged.
Wow. Moral of the story: stop dealing with goddamn Canada Post, make them go bankruptcy, and deal with FedEx and all of the independent ones.
I can't believe how much it costs to send something to Canada.
Do you know how much it costs actually to send stuff like to Canada? Like,
a lot.
There's a reason, like tariffs, and like there's a reason, like when I sell cards online, it's like domestic only because Europe knows you don't want to pay that.
Sending everything. And sending to the U.S., it can be just as bad.
It cost me $23 to send Dev the package I sent him.
And that's enough posting talk. And thank you, panel. We will see each other next Monday, same time, for part 2 of this saga, a very long saga.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, chat. Chat were amazing today. I need more content like that. See you next time.
Bye.